All right, I'm here with Lucas' son. They're advancing on to the third round of districts then, because they defeated Clarinda early on, and then they defeated Atlantic again. And Lucas, you had a really good singles match here. Kind of talk to us about how that went down for you.
Nolan, he was a tough opponent. He played differently. It was a really tough match for me, but I had to change my style, and I came through.
And then, that Nolan you were talking about, he's been Atlantic's #1 in the past. They switched him over to your side of singles. Did that play anything in your mindset for you?
Not really. I haven't played him in singles, but I've played him in doubles, so I kind of knew how he played. So.
That's right. You guys just play in doubles just last week. So what's it even mean to advance on for, I think we're playing North Polk next week. What's some expectations for you guys?
North Polk is going to be tough, but we've prepared all season and we're ready.
And then what's even just from some goals that, I mean, I'm not saying wins and losses, but how do you realize what the finish this season for the Shan tennis team?
It would be great to get some wins on North Polk. We'll just do our best.
Yeah, advancing. All right, good job, Lucas. Advancing on to play North Polk next week. Good job, Lucas, and good luck through the whole rest of the season and next week.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Coach Brian Douse. They just advanced on from round 1 and round 2 of districts in the boys' side of the tennis team matches. Brian, 5-0 for you guys. Give a little bit of a comment on even early on in the day, how that match went.
I thought we saw Clarinda very first match of the year, so their lineup was a lot different than what it was then, and their play was a lot different. I was impressed with the improvements they made, and I was happy to get play a team that was a little tougher than they were at the beginning of the year for sure. So Coach worked with them really well. Coach Bird did a nice job, and they came out and played hard, and so we got some good tennis in, but we were able to take care of it in singles. So I don't know, I was happy with how the boys performed against them for sure.
So then the other side of it was Atlantic versus Sadell. Atlantic actually ended up coming from behind, played a long day of tennis for them in the morning. So now we met up with them at Atlantic, and you guys only got through the singles. So give the Atlantic matchup for you guys.
Yeah, kind of felt for them too. We had the same situation happen to us in girls previous, where we had a 6-hour battle or 5-hour battle. They had to go through all the way to that last doubles match to determine, and so they were a little bit tired, but they were good to go. They didn't take much of a break, and they were ready to roll. So we came out, and again, the first time we played Atlantic was earlier in the year. Everybody played somebody different this time because their lineup has shifted quite a bit. Except for the number 5, I think was the same. So, but no, I was happy with how we came out, and I really looked to see if we could execute our game a little bit more. We didn't need to, just try to win points. We could try to do some things that we hadn't done before, a little different style of play. So I was happy with what we were able to get done.
So here's what's interesting. There's always two sides of a coin. Yeah, 5-0 today. You can only be happy about that.
Yeah.
But you didn't get into doubles. Does that kind of sway into your mind that means no one's going to be playing doubles for over 10 days for you guys next week?
Well, yes and no. I think that we're confident in our doubles play. I think we have 3 very solid doubles teams, but we also know that we got to get 2 doubles to be able to play it. So getting that singles play in is really important, because we know our next round, North Polk, they're super solid at the top, and I think they're probably pretty deep as well. So just excited to see how we match up with them. And but no, we'll be practicing a little bit of doubles, and I think we can give each other some good matches anyway and be competitive. So we'll just have to see how it rolls out, and hopefully we get an opportunity to play dubs.
So you kind of mentioned it. So next week is versus North Polk in the state qualifying match. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but what are even some expectations for Coach Douse and the Mustangs? I'm not saying wins and losses, but what are you just kind of expecting how it unfolds?
Well, I think for us to win, it's going to have to be long, drawn-out battles. We're going to have to be able to weather the storm, and they certainly can bring the storm. So I've seen those guys play up at state. They're super talented. They put a lot of dedicated time into tennis for sure. And it's not just at the top. I mean, I've seen their 3 play, and he's really solid. And There's a couple new faces there that I don't know a whole lot about, but I do know they're passionate about tennis. So we love that, and we're excited to go match up against them and see what we can do. And everybody's got to play someday, right? And so this is going to be a good matchup for us, and we're excited to get the opportunity, especially here at home courts. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be North Polk at home next week. So here's my one last one that we can just touch on quick. You guys are undefeated in these team matchups. Two sides of every coin again. I mean, you guys haven't lost yet, which is hard to beat you. But do you think it's going to be, once it comes to probably the toughest matchup of the year? I know you're going to have confidence in your boys, but I mean, what are you just going to comment on that you guys haven't even had to really face adversity yet so far?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're 2-0 in the postseason. That's it. And everybody that we're going to play is the exact same record. So it really doesn't matter all the stuff that we did building up to this. I mean, that's great. And a lot of guys, have built up confidence. But gosh, I mean, they're 2-0 as well.
Yeah.
And they've had a lot of experience at state. We don't have a whole lot of experience at state. We got one guy that's played for 4 years up there, and we've got a lot of guys that have got to play with him. But we certainly know that we have an uphill battle to go against, and we'll take nothing for granted. We're really happy to be where we're at, but we also know that we can play too.
Yeah, regardless, you'll be at home next week versus North Polk. Top seeded Shannon will take on North Polk next week for the state qualifier match. We're talking with Coach Brian Dowse. Coach, good luck the next week and the rest of the season.
Thank you. What a fun time.